Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to review the statistics of Black maternal health as well as maternal health as a whole. But to start, I will be sharing a spoken word for this event. Okay, so open your minds and your hearts. Stand up. Discrimination can be rooted within different plights, but bear the same fruit, watered with the same hate, smothered with the same thick clouds of stereotypes, spotted and speckled with the filth of negativity, reek the stench of oppression, while the backs of the oppressed must bear the mask of mankind's unkindness, unfairness, carelessness. Bodies battered, spirits broken, empathy, no sympathy, all because your image doesn't match their imagery. Beautiful faces decorated in masks, often curated in confidence, arrogance, possibly carefree, only to unveil the stale and sour frowns and tear-stained prints that press into the pillows of the cheekbones of those who cry at night, and those who cry on the bathroom floor in the perfect quietness, stillness of presentless aloneness. Why share what this back bears? Why open up to those who only want to stare, observe, onlook, offer no help, only shame put into those for those needing help? Locked down, pushed out, stomped on, no mercy on these groups. Grouped, categorized, boxed in, darkness sets in, blacks them out, thoughts clashing in, knocking at the door of the mind of the individual, the original, no carbon copy, no Photoshop, no AI. This black skin is how I came out of my mother's womb. There's no room for you or your apologies. It's too late. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge us. Acknowledge we. Us as in we, us as in what affects you affects me, us as in they and them. Through Christ, we are all free from sin. Members of his body are we. Christ gave this gift freely, John 3:16. He died for the world, not just one, not just some, created equally through his son. Christ is not just for the elite or the weak. God is love, and love is free. Amen. Statistics. You can go to the next slide. So many of you may have seen the JAMA cross-sectional study on the news outlets this year. It was released in April of this year. So they did a study from 2018 to 2022 studying pregnancy-related deaths from 15 to 54-year-olds. So the main two outcomes we'll focus on just for this part are deaths during pregnancy and up to day 42, which is 6 weeks postpartum, and deaths that are considered late maternal deaths, which are the secondary outcomes. So that is after day 42, but less than a year. Go to the next slide, please. So these are the major diseases that they included in the study. So we have malignant neoplasms, endocrine disorders such as gestational diabetes, mental and behavioral disorders, cardiovascular diseases were number one across all races, and drug and alcohol-induced causes. Now, I just want to note this. So accidental deaths were not included, or suicide or homicide, which to me was a major red flag for mental health. You go to the next slide. This chart just reviews the data that they reviewed from 2018 to 2022. So what the data revealed is pregnancy-related deaths have increased by 27.7% from 2018 to 22. 32.6 deaths per 100,000 live births, that's as a whole. But for black mothers, it is 76.9 deaths per 100,000 births. So black women are dying 3 to 4 times higher than white women. Go to the next one. So this giant arrow is where Florida is. We're at 31.6%. And this just shows a study that shows that there are hospital systems that break poorly. So there's a correlation between pregnancy deaths, related deaths, with poor quality of health care. Next slide. So this is just another one from the Common Health Fund. This chart just indicates that there are states that did not they did not expand Medicaid eligibility. So in the places where they did not expand Medicaid eligibility, there was an 18 to 49% chance higher for there to be more deaths in those states. So this is just a map showing all the states that did expand Medicaid eligibility for postpartum. So instead of the same 60 months that are federally required, now most states but 2 now have extended Medicaid postpartum care up to 12 months. Continue. And this is the alarming part. As you can see, Black women, all the other races have gone down, but Black women have actually increased as of 2023. So this is why this is such a big deal. Next slide for me. And then let's talk about maternal health in Tampa Bay. So these 2 pictures are the proclamations in St. Petersburg and Tampa, signed by the mayors Kenneth Welch and Jane Castor. Last year, because the death toll in Tampa Bay is 66 deaths per 100,000 births. Next slide. So they enacted a Black Maternal Health Week. So why? So today I will just show that there is no specific genetic barrier. A lot of these things are due to discrimination, implicit bias, founded in abuse, exploitation, pseudoscience, and racism. We can continue and we'll get into how. So this is a picture of Sarah Bartman. Many of you may be familiar with Sarah Bartman. This is new. This is relatively new. It is now found in Cape Town, South Africa, the University of Cape Town. So many of you have heard the story how Sarah Bartman's body was they chopped her body up, experimented on it, and had it in a museum in Paris until the 1970s, where Nelson Mandela actually had to go and request the bodies back, her remains back. So this is the new statue we do to empower her. And you can research these for time. Next slide. These are considered the mothers of gynecology. So many of you have heard of the father of gynecology who experimented on these 3 ladies. And their wombs are empty here. Notice that because this is representing